Hey, so welcome to today's video where I'm going to be talking all about what anxiety feels like. So you can get some clarity around what you're feeling, what you're experiencing on the inside. So let's not waste any time. Let's talk about this right now. All right, guys, so I got to head downtown. I'm going to take you with me today. Now, let's talk about this anxiety, right? What it feels like. You may be wondering, like, what is this feeling? Is it anxiety? You know, is it just discomfort? Is it nervousness? Like, what are these feelings that are coming up? Why are they so uncomfortable, right? What the hell is going on inside? Now, essentially, when you're suffering with anxiety, there's going to be two components, right? There's a psychological component, and there's also a component in the body. Okay. Now, we're not going to focus on the physical symptoms today. That'll be for another video. And so let's cover five, thoughts or feelings, five experiences essentially you're going to have when you have anxiety. And so one is this sudden urge to escape. So, for example, I would be in work meetings. In the middle of a work meeting, all of a sudden I feel this surge of panic come in, and I just want to run out of there. I have visions of just running out of the door, running out of there, just this urge to get out of there, flee from danger. So that's one. And another thing you might experience is this pressure, this insane pressure in your head, or this feeling of high stress, brain fog, and it leads to an inability to focus. So for example, I had I worked with a client, and he couldn't be in conversations without feeling this intense pressure build up in his head. And the way he described it, it was like this pressure was pushing his eyeballs out of its socket. That's how he would explain it. So this inability to focus, confusion, okay? So that's something else that you could be experiencing. You just can't focus on what's in front of you. And so a third thing that you could be experiencing is feeling like the walls are closing in around you. So previously, it's like, when we talked about the first number one feeling, which was this sudden urge to escape. Now, like, let's say you're in a conversation, you're in a group, you just can't run out of there. So then what it starts to feel like is like the walls are closing in around you. Like you can't escape. Like you're completely trapped. And you're playing in worst case scenarios. You're essentially blanking out, you're shutting down, and you're essentially just going into just complete freeze mode. You're completely helpless. And there's nothing you can do. You just have to sit there and weather the storm, okay? So that's the third thing you could be experiencing. The fourth thing you could be experiencing is thinking of ruminating thoughts, right? Just thinking of absolute worst case scenarios. So for example, I used to get panic attacks, and a place where I used to really experience them a lot was when I was taking public transit on the SkyTrain. And when I started to feel that panic, when I felt a panic attack coming on, what I would do is be ruminating and thinking of absolute worst case scenario. I'm gonna be lying on the ground. Everybody's gonna be staring at me. Everyone's gonna be hovered around me. I lost consciousness. Everyone's gonna be pointing at me, laughing at me. And it doesn't have to be that severe. It could be, maybe you're thinking about your job or something, some task that you have to perform, and you're going into full on catastrophizing it and just thinking of worst case in the future. So that's another thing you could be experiencing. These just flooding, ruminating thoughts that you just cannot stop. And so the fifth, this last one that we're going to cover here is feeling like the world around you isn't real. Like it's some sort of dream. Like it's an out of body experience. I'll give you an example. So when I used to have anxiety attacks, I would have severe anxiety attacks in the middle of work meetings, but it also felt like I was hovering like over my body, like it wasn't real. I was depersonalized. It was like I was on the outside peering in, and it was like this feeling like are these people in front of me, are they real? Is this a movie? Right? So you might also be experiencing this depersonalized or this detached kind of reality. That's a really important one that you really want to pay attention to. This more so feeling like it's an out of body experience. That's anxiety. That's what it feels like when anxiety kicks in. All right, so I hope that gives you some clarity around what you're experiencing. You do want to go to see your doctor. You want to get all of your tests done. You want to get it ruled out that you don't have a physical condition. But then after that, it's going to be anxiety. So you're not going crazy. You're not the only one experiencing those things. And essentially, you're not alone, right? So if you found the video helpful, what you can do is follow me on Instagram. I post a ton of content I can't post on YouTube. Daily tips, inspiration, and just a ton of content to support you on your journey to being anxiety free. And also, if you found the video helpful, please like and subscribe. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. All right, peace out.